Hello and welcome to SPL Special, the show where I take Pokemon way too seriously. Last episode, I sat and talked with Ryan of the Garden City Glades, where we discussed the league in general terms. This episode will continue that interview format, but with a new guest. Joining me today is none other than Eric of the Alto Mare Legends.
Hey, how we doing, team?
Yo, what is good? Did I say Alto Mare right, or is it Alto Mare?
It's Alto Mare.
Alto Mare? Oh, that's
Alto
clever.
Mare, yeah, back from the Pokemon movie with my favorite Latios and Latias.
Fuck, I'm a poser. I hadn't heard that name in a very long time. So, Eric, you are one of our, newest, I say, but you've been here for at least 3 seasons now. Definitely one of the most explosive players that have grown from this. Up there with Trey, I'd say. Like, it's crazy. Like, from the first season to the third, and now your most recent win with Doji. That was crazy. That was like, I saw that one live. I figured we'd talk about it now because it's one of those moments where people's seasons start to get on the line, and like you just pulled through with it.
Yeah, no, 100%. First off, thank you for that compliment. Right, like compare me to the champ himself. Right,
Yeah.
that's quite. I know he's prepping for me right now. I face him next week. But no, yeah, just the fact of being here 3 seasons has been amazing. But going into that match with Doji, that was a crazy. I won't lie, I thought I was done for a little bit. That muck was a terror, 100%.
I'm looking at this right now, kind of refreshing my memory. Damn, this thing, unkillable for the longest time. I really forgot how dangerous it is in general. The dark poison typing is really ridiculous if you don't have a ground type, which you had. But I believe, right here, turn 7 with Wordeer. I said last episode I was sleeping on Wordeer. Clearly, that run true. That shit lived at 2%.
So like there was 2 distinct points in that battle where I lost 2 of my heavy hitters. I lost Great Tusk and I lost Latian. Each of those times, I kind of knew the calculation, and I had like a 60 to 70% chance each of those times for it to kill. Whether when it was against Infinity and when it was against Wordy. So I noticed like in my previous matches, right, like because this season has been up and down, right? I have not been consistent, which is something on me that I'm working.
Yeah.
But I've been the last game with Bicey, right? I was trying to make too many reads, right? So I kind of took that to heart and kind of went for it in those 2 instances. Obviously, right? It didn't work out. Didn't end up getting the kill. Porygon got the revenge, but yeah, man, Wordeer was definitely something I was worried about. I'm happy I got him out early too.
Yeah. I was very worried. You were on the back foot for quite a while there. And I was like, how do you come back from that? And
Yeah, no, 100%.
But genuinely pulled it off. When turn 32 happened with Misty Terrain, I actually don't know if I'm gonna pause for that real quick. I'm just gonna see if Misty Terrain boosts Fairy because I don't remember this.
No, Missy. Wait, actually, yeah, it does boost Fairy.
Okay, I guess I was just surprised that was the switch for him, but it worked out like incredibly well, and
Yeah,
I genuinely popped off when I saw that happen.
I think too, like I definitely was on that back rope because at one point where I really was starting to doubt, I had just Tangrowth, Rim, and Cry. I think maybe I had Porygon too. I forget, but Tangrowth, honestly, I know I dropped Tangrowth, but Tangrowth was huge here with getting that knockoff off onto Muck, right? And just chipping him away to where I knew that he was in kill range for Prim. And then I knew that, like, Cryogonal, for example, was my answer to Mega Frost, right? So I tried to hold off as much as possible getting Cryogonal in because, again, right, like, I needed that for Mega Frostness.
And shout out Tangrowth. I mean, you only had it for the one match, but like I've seen people do so much with it. It's I guess it's just underrated.
I agree. It is really good mon. I very much struggled to let it go, but my team was lacking two things. It was lacking longevity, and it was lacking kind of speed prio. Right. I had Absol, but Absol, he's very fixed on what he.
Yes.
And so, knowing with what I have, bulk wise, I took Tangrowth off because I was able to get Rotom Mo, right? Who can kind of be versatile in that. Which, although it's not longevity, it helps with versatility to then support Mega Aerodactyl, who is just a beast of a physical attacker.
Was that during the big trade day?
So I think I started the big trade day, actually, because I did it, and then the day after saw all those trades happen.
Oh yeah, we should talk about those trades eventually. But yeah, crazy, just an insane win, and like I'm very happy to see it. Like I love Doji. Shout out Doji. Shout out everyone in the league. I will say that every episode. Shout out everyone in the league. But like, it's seeing like someone on the back foot pull off a win like that in just such a bad spot, like admittedly bad spot. Like it's so exciting, and I believe this was.
Yeah, no, it was really awesome.
What week was this actually? Was this 6 for you?
Yeah, that was last week. Yeah, week 6. So I will say I was sad to put Tapu Fini down. I do love my Tapu Fini, so that was definitely tough to do. But no, I have great respect for Doji. He's a great battler. Believe it or not, this is just a fun fact. I think Doji is the. I don't think I have lost to Doji my time in SPL. He was my first win in SPL history. And I have not yet lost.
It's really. I think everyone in the league at least has. Most people in the league has at least someone that they always beat. For me, it's Shep for some reason. Like top 4, having people's numbers that are normally really good. It's always really funny when those matches happen because they seem to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times you battled him in the past?
3. I think I fought him 3 times because this is my 3rd season. So yeah, I fought him once each season. So yeah, 3 times I've faced Doji. Every single time it's been like a close match. Nothing but respect for him.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I was really hoping that he was going to go into like a Frostlass a little earlier because I brought a fun tech of having Orvel on Snowflake.
I like that. I really like that.
just for fun. But I think it's a good because right now in order to make playoffs, to even like think about it, I have to have basically a perfect run for, which is a towering challenge to beat because that means beating you, beating Devontae, and beating Trey and Colby. But that's just a crazy challenge, but it's also exciting.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know. I guess I cope when I say I have the ring. I don't really care, but like I want to make it, you know? I want to make it to the end. I think everyone wants to make it to the end.
Oh yeah, 100%. Everyone does.
And looking at our standings right now, we're genuinely ranked next to each other. I'm 9th, you're 10th, -5, -6 in differential. Like,
I know. We have to. One of us has to win out in order for us to have a making playoff.
Actually, I don't really fathom this. I don't fathom the playoffs with Devontae and Trey in it. But if it were to happen and we get to it, please let it be a finals between the two of them.
Oh yeah.
Especially if Devontae wins against Trey. Please, we need to see the rematch. Alternatively, Haj, I always talk about Haj on this show. Like, just go to. This is the year of new beginnings, I'd say, with people making it, because we have Bicey who had beaten me last week, Doji who has come back, you and I who are both like on the cusp of not making playoffs but still with the chance of it, Tyler who for quite a while there was looking like it was possible. Like, it's such an exciting like season, and I genuinely don't know where this is gonna go from here. I still have my match with Fendi, which not playing him until Sunday.
Yeah, no,
And
100%. And he just made a whole bunch of changes too. So
God, I hated that. I hated that trade. I guess we can talk about trades right now. Get this thing also
yeah,
out of
that's
the
fine.
way, and then we'll get back to the more focused
Yeah,
questions
no,
that I
hundred
have.
percent.
So I can go through this real quick. I need to find where this all started. I considered making a graphic, and I might still make a graphic for this like day, because it was maybe a massacre on Pokemon getting dropped and picked
Oh
up.
yeah. I mean, for Sylveon, I picked up Sylveon. And I was talking with Fendi because I was like, I dropped Meteor, I dropped Vikavolt, I dropped Tangrowth and Mega Apple. So I dropped a whole bunch of people. Picked up Mega Aerodactyl, which again is great for speed and physical attack, and then Rotom Mow, and then Volcanion. And originally I picked up Sylveon because like, okay, this way I get Wish Passer, I have a little bit of bulk, it's safer, right? However, I was worried about lacking a special attacker, and I already have, Prim, who's a great fairy type. So like talking with Fendi, right, it made sense, right? Going with Volcanion, really good special attacker, has great typing with a great ability that I think just kind of taps off, helps my team shift to a little bit of a better momentum stand.
Looking at this, the fucking gifs of the ant with the bag.
yeah, yeah.
Good old tradition in our league. I don't want to play with you
Oh yeah.
anymore. From there, we had you dropping everything for Mega Rayquaza. I'm pretty sure that's still valid. Colby asking if Mega Rayquaza applied, and you said no, which you probably could have just done that and still beat him. On a more serious note, Colby picked up Minior for Sableye.
What
And
Minior?
then
I'm sad. I'm sad that I picked up Minior and Chris is mad. I'm really sad I wasn't able to utilize it the way I should have. I completely botched it. I'd say like the game where I truly just could have just played better, which I'm learning each time, right? At taking those mistakes.
yeah.
I'd say that the one person that I don't think it doesn't matter how well I played was Haj. Game just absolutely obliterated, no questions asked. But like Chris's match, I should have had that win, and that was a misplay on my part. Chris still brought a great team, not taking away from his play at all. Icy not taking away from his play at all. Like he played great. I just bad. I tried to make too many reads. I tried to put too much sauce on stuff, and obviously, right, like playing more straightforward would have been better. Not taking away from how they played at all, because they did a great job.
Yeah, of course. It's just, I guess it's a tough thing to get out of, or at least to learn. And that it just comes with Mons in general. It's such a bad game. I hate this shit so much. Like, genuinely, this game is just, it becomes like a puzzle. Like, how the hell do you get out of this? Or how the hell do you bring something in? And once you're in the battle, at least for me, I get so much anxiety playing these matches.
Yeah.
And you start to like think and not lock in as hard. Like your life depends on it, and sometimes you make the wrong play thinking that you're gonna be safe with it, but it's so understandable. With the Chris match, I honestly, with something like that, I probably would have made that play 4 out of 10 times, because like it's a reasonable thing. Like a lot of times with misplays, it seems irrational. Like once you're not playing it, it's like, why would you stay in on something like this that you know outspeeds or that you know won't kill? But like once you're in the match, it's such a different story. So I totally get it. You know, I think I had the same thing with like Kofagrigus, because I had only brought to my Skoos match all the way in week 1, had not touched it since, and it's something I like considered bringing every week. But like every time I was like, I had this thing week 1, it was not good. It didn't help me.
Yeah.
I think I brought it in very early and it died very early without doing the thing that it set out to do, which I think was burning Aggron. Might have missed the wisp on that. So this is tying back to trades where I traded Kofagrigus for Sigilith because it had Magic Guard and better speed tier, which people had to fight me. No, that speed tier drought between 121 and 86, that's so bad. That is like, I'll talk about this with draft comps later, but like it's really bad to have a drought where you have nothing in your 90s and nothing in your 100s. But I digress. What I done that day was pick up Sigilith, and then I believe I traded that. It was 6 hours after my trade, or at 6 p.m. Devontae does this crazy shit, this wacko shit, dropping a Lomomola, Hisuian Typhlosion, and Vespiquen.
Oh
He picked
gosh.
up Quagsire Gouging Fire, which I can't even keep track of the trades that Devontae has done. I think he's done maybe 10 at this point. It's just
It's crazy. Like I said, right? We need a decisive award, right? Ryan was talking about that too. I think that is so true. Who traded the most last season? And yeah, like freaking the fish, all the fish. Now Haj has it, which is insane.
yeah. I may or may not have pushed Haj to get that Alomomola because God, if I don't want anyone else to have it. Haj was not even looking at Alomomola until Devontae had it. And I was like, well, you wanted Mega Sceptile, go for Mega Sceptile, and you can also get a Lomomola. We'll get to that
No,
point.
100%.
But yeah, Quagsire and Gouging Fire. I guess it's crazy. I don't really see the vision just because I don't really know what his team comp is at this point. But if he's doing all that, it's worrying because we both have to deal with that.
Oh yeah,
I think back
the
to
depth
back.
division, like we said, is entering its civil warfare. So it's going to be interesting. We have the I would argue we have the best division in the league in terms of camaraderie, in terms of just overall stats as well. I mean,
Yes,
but
17 wins, 9 losses. We are the only league that has single-digit losses, which unfortunately will be going up with the divisionals, but it's crazy. I don't want to think about it. I'm not going to think about it until I have to. Immediately after that, because I was online at the time, and I think I just lost to Bicey, I joined call with Ryan, and I was like, this shit is not working out. I either forfeit or I pick up something new, and we worked it out, and I picked up Keldeo and Typhlosion because we just literally seen that trade as it happened.
yeah,
That was
I mean those are
clutch.
great mods.
Yeah, and it pretty much filled the speed drought that I was suffering from. After that, 20 minutes later, Haas drops Milotic and Superior for a Lomomola and Mega Sceptile, which pretty great trade, I'd say.
Oh yeah, 100.
Big,
That helps us so much.
yeah, big fan of Mega Sceptile. It's a very great mon. It's a very weird mon, but it's solid. Aloe, it's a finals mon consistently, if not finals, semifinals. So like, it's like a blessed object in our group, or maybe cursed for everyone else, depending on how you look at it. And then let's see, Fendi does the unthinkable, drops Oricorio, Anti-Fusion for Melodic.
Drops Oricorio, insane. But then again, right? He gets his fish back.
Yeah, every Fendi trade is a loss for humanity, in my opinion. But I love you, Dylan. Just I get worried whenever Dylan trades shit because he's surgical with what he picks up, and it's the scariest thing ever to see him actually trade something because he rarely ever does it unless he needs to. So
Right, 100%.
Scoo's dropping Gyarados for Cloyster, and then trading Gliscor for Lando to none other than Dylan again. Well,
Yep. Yep.
I was really hoping Scoo's would have not done that on Tuesday and maybe waited, but
Have fun with that Gliscor. I mean, luckily my team Gliscor is not too scary, but for another team, yeah, scary.
yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. It's just we kill it and we move on and we hope we win and we just play the game. If I click the moves and it does damage, I'm happy, and if I don't do that, then I lose and we just forfeit the rest of the season or just play the matches out, which I'm probably gonna do
Play the
anyways.
matches out. Don't forfeit. We play the matches out.
We play the matches out. I know it's so easy to do, but I have to do it. And
It's
believe that might have been every trade.
yeah, just crazy trades all around. I don't think there's a team where these trades that has gotten less scary. I think with every single one of these teams, every single one of these trades, each of the teams not only got more scary but completely their deck.
Yeah, and I assume when people do these trades that it's for the better, and it seems to be as such. For me, I don't really know how this will go, but like I needed a Watermon because, contrary to popular belief, Rotom Wash is not really a water type at all. It has Hydro Pump and that's it. And Dylan said it best: if it's not 100, it's 50. So that had to go. But yeah. Anyway, those were the trades. That was a massacre of shit that we had to do. Let's get back to the more Eric focused questions that we have. I had mentioned earlier that you are one of our newer players. In fact, I think you are like the last part of the last set of players that have joined. People who
I think
joined in five.
me and Colby joined. I think the same time, or no, I joined a year before Colby. Because last season was Colby's first season with us, and I joined the season before that.
So you've not really been in this as much as everyone else, but I think the 3 seasons that you've had, I liked what I've seen. Do you have any insight on where you started with draft? Like, was SPL your first draft in general, or have you had
Yeah,
experience with
yeah.
this?
Honestly, SPL is my doing competitive Pokemon. Obviously, loved Pokemon for years, and just being really good friends with Dylan and Colby. Right, best friends growing up. Like talking with Dylan and Trey and Devontae, we were all talking at their family parties, and they were talking about the draft, and I was like, you know what, I'll do it. And I said to Trey, I will solo you with Nidoking, and I had no idea what I was. Because I was very new to the realm of competitive singles Pokemon. But that first draft year, Dylan helped me a lot in terms of helped me make a team, what makes a good competitive team, what balance is, and then just overall my battling too. Right, each battle I did, I learned more. Right, I remember the last time that we faced each other, that for like real season, not counting off season things, was my first season. Uh,
Yes, you're right.
and you obviously you won, right? But I remember, I think like almost after every single game, I would message the person I battled asking just overall feedback. I did that for a couple of people. I did that for you. I did that for Ryan, and honestly, like that, and that's what I love about the community. Right, at the end of the day, we're going to support each other and help us become better battlers overall. And I think that really helped me gearing up for last season as well, which was a really good season for me.
Yeah, that was such a big improvement. I think you had cut out just a little bit at when you said competitive, but you said that was your first experience with competitive, like in general.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, uh, my first CL was my first time doing competitive Pokemon. Before that, I was just playing regular Pokemon games, single player, playing just with my favorite Mons, not worrying about typing, and not knowing the importance of a move like Dragon.
Yeah. Wow, that's that's actually incredible. Like for you to like start so soon and actually just like grow in such a short time, that's just actually incredible. Like I've been playing Mons competitively for 12 years now. Drafting wise, I had done this like 2023. Yeah, like early 2023. SPL was not my first league. It was with my online friends, and I drafted like this weird snow team that won twice in a row, and never again. I've lost every single match after that.
Oh no!
Yeah. After that, I was aware of SPL because Ryan was in the first season, and I think they needed new members, and I got invited to it. And this was, people who don't know, you had to pay like $10 for the buy-in, and whoever just won this Pokemon thing, this tournament, would just get all the money for it. Um, we don't do that now because it's just such a headache.
Yeah.
Colin specifically. But like that was fun. I like telling people that like yeah, I'm in this thing called Shitty Pokemon League where we win money.
Yeah, and like side comment, I think with last episode, you and Ryan got it correct. I think it switched from shitty Pokemon League to sweaty Pokemon with how we've all been performing
Oh my
in
god,
going at
yeah.
these games.
Yeah. I don't remember if we said it in the episodes or after the fact. I think it was through text, but like that turning point really started with Devontae, believe it or not. I don't know if he subbed in for someone. It might have been his first like full season. But after 2, we had switched our draft format to a tier list instead of OU, UU, and like 6 RU mons. Because that used to be the standard. Then we shifted to tiers, and that was also the season that Devontae joined. And we've had good batters, we've had bad batters, but like Devontae was just like on this consistent level right out the gate, and it forced everyone to kind of like step up. I remember my first battle with him with that fuck ass Tapu Lele, never forgetting that. Yeah, and it was a much different time back then, I'll say. And as time has gone on, I think we've like through experience, through improvements to competitive in general, we've turned this thing into sweaty Pokemon League. But I think the essence is still there with the games and how they've been going.
Oh yeah,
this season.
100%. I really do just love this league. And I made a comment in the general chat, but the fact that we're doing podcasts, we're doing the VOD reviews, I love it so much. I think it's such a good community. Just the thought of other people watching for entertainment is hilarious. I have a couple friends that actually have been doing it, and that's just really cool knowing that like you guys created something. It's like I'm not saying I just so
yeah.
I'm late to the party.
Nah, I feel that though. I genuinely feel that. I really wish I could have experienced what SPL 1 would have been like, but I genuinely like how things have been going. Just warts and all, like this has just been extremely fun, and yeah, we need to do the Cancun trip for SPL 10. I think that Colin seems to be very serious about that. And then from season 4, you had like probably the best team I'd seen in a draft league, period, full stop.
Yeah. I mean, and that's where it's tough for me this, where it's like, one, I loved my team. It was such a good team. I feel terrible that I wasn't able to take it all the way last season, because that was the season to do it. But I'm happy that the person I lost to is and then the other thing too is the season, right? Like kind of similar with Devontae with the fraud alley, right? Like my whole thing this season is I wanted to kind of show that like it wasn't just right last year that is for the reason that I did so well. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not showing currently, but I'm hoping that the latter part of this season I can really show that.
Yeah, I totally get that, and I think I feel like I had a very similar experience with a broken team in 3. I had Politoed. This was the first season I had the Politoed because Pelipper got sniped. This seems to be a fucking issue that I get my first pick sniped. But anyway, we had Politoed, Zapdos, Archaeodon, which is now banned, Mega Pidgeot, Noivern, Overquill, Omastar, Hisuian Electrode. I've been using that thing every season. Greninja, Torterra, Electivire, like that was a decent team, and I wish that was the team I had brought and got all the way with, because afterwards I had to really work around the fact that I didn't just have an Archaeodon that couldn't die, but it does just make you a better battler now that you have to be crafty with what you bring, with what you build. And honestly, I do like the team that you have here as like a genuine draft team. Latios, Porygon 2, Great Tusk, Volcanion, Primarina, Cryogonal, Mega Aerodactyl, Rotom Mow, Ceruledge, and Mothim, which very solid, I'd say. Forget the Mega Latios as like your overarching thing. You still have a Latios in the back. Yeah. You still have the heavy hitting Great Tusk. Volcanion. I do fuck with Volcanion. It's such a heavy hitter. Great typing, as you mentioned. And like I think the main issue now is the skill level like has just gone up like so much higher compared to other seasons, to where I might not even make playoffs. You might not even make playoffs. Like it's a very do or die time for a lot of people right now.
Yeah. 100%.
Like the top 10 all have a shot at this. Death Division, as always, will be a big decider. We're both like sitting at the bottom of it. It's crazy. It's insane. And like no matter the team that you have, there's no free wins anymore.
No, not at all. And I think like either of us, right, to make playoffs, like we have to win out, right? So that means one of us has both each other and also Trey and Devontae, which Devontae is on a tear right now, right? Like we talked about power ranking, stuff like that in the VOD reviews. Trey obviously staying on top undefeated, but Devontae 6-0'd Fendi.
True. Devontae knew exactly what he needed to do, and is just a rare feat of being able to beat Dylan like on good terms with that.
I just think what I'm saying is I just think I think Trey just better watch out. I think he might get his first loss. Might not be from me, might not be from you. I think it might be at least from one of us from the Death Division. Go and give him his first L.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, and if he gets a perfect season, the league can only hope at this point. Like,
true. If he gets through the entire Death Division unscathed, it's a G for this for everyone.
Now, to be fair, Trey has not beaten me at all in the league. His only battle against me was in finals. Shout out Plot Armor. I don't think I have the Plot Armor this season, but shout out Plot Armor. You're kind of goated with that. Thank you for choosing me. It was perfect. But yeah, Trey better watch out. It's over.
Oh jeez.
Okay, so we kind of talk about the past and current seasons. We talked about your growth as like a player, and like it's been an explosive growth, only blunted by the fact that the power levels have just gone up drastically. Let's talk about some of your favorite draft mons, specifically your Sarah-Ledge. I'd like to know if Sarah-Ledge is a competitive favorite, or if it was just a favorite from like the games, because I have most of my mons personally are competitive favorites at this point. Is it the case for you?
So I think for me, Cerule Edge is it's kind of two-pronged, right? Like one, I know he's not the best competitive mon. I'm fully aware of that. However, for me, I feel comfortable using him, and he's also one of my favorite mons in general too, right? Like shout out to new Pokemon gens, right? They got one that stuck for me.
Yeah.
I'd say Cerulege and Palling, the two most recent Pokemon that have come out that I absolutely have just loved. So I think the fact that one, I just love that mon so much, because I would rank it in my top 3, to be honest, and then that tied with the fact that it is capable in the competitive scene. I've had him one, right? Like he from my not season 1, but my first season. So like the fact that he's been with me through thick and entire time. Every person has their own mon like that, right? You got Fendi with Pharaoh, you know. So he's just kind of stuck with me, right? He's a favorite of mine. And he's pretty versatile. He is stuck with in terms of like what he can do, but with the things that you can do, there's several different that you can take.
Yeah, no, I like that. I might have to rank Sarah-Ledge in my top 10. It's just such a hit. I brought it up multiple times. I'll bring it up again. Gen 9, mon design wise, hands down top 3, behind like 5 and 3. Like it's so they cooked with it. Whatever they did from 8, where was not a fan of to just 9. It's so good. There's not many misses in Gen 9.
Yeah, I genuinely think like, and there's a good chance that Cerulege might one day take my number one spot as my favorite, but it possibly might be. Nidoking's always been my favorite.
Yeah.
But Cerulege has just kind of been with me, thick and thin. And honestly, he's given me some key victories in my past. So
Yeah. So this next question I have, battling experiences. We kind of talked about that. Thinking in terms of like our battles, we only did the one battle in season 4, and then the off-season battle with your night team. I fuck with that team so hard, by the way. A night theme.
Yo, I loved that whole thing, being a night themed, and the team was good. The team kind of messed up.
Genuinely, it was good. I don't think many people have seen like the replays of it. I believe all the replays are hidden. I guess we'll share it at this point. If I don't know if we plan on doing it.
I think there was only like 4 matches that ever happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I think you were the only person I actually ended up fighting with it. But it was such a good, and that's where I got my that's where I kind of got a Scavalier for last season and a little bit of this season. Was using him in that team, and I was like, oh, I really like this Pokemon. I think I've had some surprising Mons I didn't think I would like, but have been working out really well for me. And the 2 that really come to mind are Prim and Cryogonal, the Snowflake. So like Prim, honestly, when I first was drafting the season, I really just loved Tapu typing. I loved Tapu Fini as a Mon, and Prim was just a replacement for Tapu. Discount Tapu Fini literally is what I had in my mindset, and like she's been proving me wrong. She has been carrying me several games. Such a good Mon, along with like the ability of Liquid Voice has been really good too, because you can change it up with either Psychic Noise, Hyper Voice, Alluring Voice, and all of it being water types. So I think that's such a good ability to have. And then Cryogonal, I got Articuno kicked out of Terra last year, but I really liked having that ice with levitating kind of Terra Captain, and Cryogonal fit that perfectly, along with giving me dinner. And Cryogonal, I will not lie, has been carrying me a lot of this.
I think that was, especially Cryogonal, definitely one of the biggest surprises of this season. Incredible Terra Captain. I really never would have thought it to be so, but I'd said it before, such is the Terra system. When it goes, I don't really know what we're going to do with that, but man, I do love that the Terra has just actually made these Pokemon relevant and have played an actual game-changing role. I really have not looked at Cryogonal right now, but seeing it, 135 special defense, 95 special attack.
It's good. It is a good Mon, and he's on the, I don't know if he's still on it, but he was on the kill leaderboard.
Should be updated completely. I don't have my match with Bicey updated. We are not updating that right now. But Cryogonal is 15th, so it's still on there as of right now. With 6 kills, 1 passive kill for a total of 7. You got a differential of 3, so that's still actually pretty decent. But yeah, I love seeing just a Mon like that be genuinely right below Greninja.
Right, which is
yes, yeah. Yeah, love the Terras, love the Terra Captains. I know you've only been in this for 2.5-ish seasons, because now we're on 6, so it'll be like your 3rd. But do you have a favorite season of the ones that you've been in?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's obviously last season was just such a good season. I think it allowed me to really kind of grow more as a battler, in terms of like having that good of a help supplement my learning curve, and it's definitely been helping this. And I think I had some of my favorite matches too. I think like my top 2 that come to mind was my battle against Devontae last year. It was just like a neck to neck the entire time. I remember there was one point in which my Articuno and was facing Celebi, and it was just a stalemate with hazing, and that was really good. That was just an overall good battle back and forth. And then the other one was when I faced I think it was Chris, who ended up going switching to a Trick Room team, and I put Iron Ball on my Escavalier, and that let me outspeed his what do you have? Oh gosh, not
this too.
Yeah, what was that? Mega the orange one.
Actually, I don't know
like,
what the orange one is.
The orange, you know what I mean? The orange camel.
Mega Camera. Yeah.
Yeah, Mega Camera. There we go. Had a brain fart there. Yeah, but they were tied for speed, being so slow. So I put an Iron Ball on, letting me outspeed Mega Camera. It gave me the win.
Sometimes it always doesn't work, but it's genuinely the thing that like keeps you going for a week.
Yeah.
When it does work.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because I was like, I remember it's like, Escavalier is so slow. Like, it doesn't. Why not put an Iron Ball on it? And hey, like, I'm going to play anything to boost his speed. I know he's going to go Trick Room. So worst comes to worst. I wasn't sure if it was even going to work out, but the fact that it worked out, that was nice.
Yeah. As for me, with like favorite battles, the classic SPL 2 match, where I had brought Natural Cure Rossberry Starmie for Flame Orb Milotic against Fendi, because I thought if I could pull that off on him, he would just genuinely be just beside himself. He wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I would just have the Flame Orb and just have Natural Cure and just he didn't bring it. He didn't bring that set. He brought Melodic, but he didn't bring that set. And when I did do Trick onto his Tapu Lele, I just put all caps, get roasted. Get rost buried. And that is now cemented onto the logo of our league. For people who do not know, Melodic's like scale thing, because this is based off of the New York flag. We have the Rossberry on one end and the Flame Orb on the other. That's the war with it. Top 3 battle for me. I lost against him, but like that was really funny. And I think another the semifinals with Shep, where I just had another stupid set with Palafin and Eject Pack, I think, just to get it a free switch on turn 1. I don't know if it really was that good. It might have not really been good at all, but like it partly won me the game.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, and I think like everybody that's in the league has done such a good job with like making those little moments and for those matches that like have made each one memorable. Probably every single person in this league has a match like, where they just distinctly remember something that they brought or something that they did that just absolutely just keeps them going, right? And like helps them be like invested in the.
Yeah. And I think it just like contributes to like a really healthy like community that we've just ended up like growing naturally. After like season 3, maybe during season 3, I had done my original run of this thing. Again, shout out Devontae for doing the VOD reviews, because I'm glad someone else started to do it and gave me motivation to do this. I just really like how things have like turned out between everyone. And then we had the big SPL 6 draft night, which I think is like the big culmination of things.
That was amazing, the draft night. I think that kind of really started just the hype. And again, shout out to Devontae too for being the vessel on Twitch. We gotta get that man followers to be an affiliate.
Yeah, shout out Doster25 on Twitch. Go follow him. He be doing the VOD reviews every week. But yeah, that was most of what I wanted to talk about. I mainly just had the Death Division last, but we have talked about it quite a bit. We talked about it because we have to fight, I think, maybe week 9, right?
Yeah, we fight week 9, and that will be the first time. That's going to be the first time we fight since I first started. And honestly, like my hope, right, for that is to how much better I've gotten, right, from then to now. And I guess like this season is I should be focusing more on the improvement side of things rather than that chase of playoffs, right? Like I think I put a lot of stress on myself on that, but I think everyone right needs to focus on improvement, and that's what I'm really going to focus on going forward with my match against Trey, Devontae, and of course you.
Yeah. For me, it's like where do I go from here? After the loss with Bicey, it's like what you kind of lose a bit of steam after every loss.
And I think the main thing that you should take from the Bicey game is that just next year, round 1, you draft your Toad.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, fuck all y'all. I cannot believe this. I think I'll be 90 and I will be talking about the night that I both lost a Pelipper and Politoed. This big rebranding that I did, the bowl that I made and brought and slammed onto the table with every draft pick.
I mean, I don't know how I great the round I got him, but this draft was wild. Like we had crazy mons can hit draft in the first round, and I think that's just going to be the standard going forward. I think next season nothing's really safe, right? Like people can draft a really good Terramon in the first round. Deoxys Speed and Darkrai went. He's someone that I thought would get taken in the first round. So I think it's kind of like what you were saying with it's a different power level, and I think the fact that we've gotten a little bit more sharper with our elbows in terms of like who we're going to be banning and who we're not banning lowered the power levels to make it, and it made it so much more is viable, and it really comes down to the week by week comps that people made, and I think that really does make it more fun, and really like gives results that we've been seeing where we're seeing players that haven't had crazy runs in the past have those crazy runs step up.
Yeah. And I guess just like shout out Bicey for that especially. So I think this is like I don't know how far he got in 1 if he was in 1, but like 6. He's had a really great run, and props to him for that.
Props to Bicey, Ty. I've been seeing amazing stuff out of Ty. I mean, overall, right? Everyone has been doing great, minus Coley. So
yeah. Shout out Colby though.
Shout out Colby. We love Colby. We love the vibes that he bring. But God damn it, get a win, please. Don't be me. Don't be I don't want to be the one that against, but win, please. Just one.
I think that was like everything, like the extent, and we actually talked about more than I'd planned for, which is fucking cool. I like that. I like that we kind of just shot the shit with this, and I believe this is actually our first like long conversation.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's the longest time that we've talked on the phone in person, and it's just been great, right? Like I've loved getting to know you through this league, right? Yeah. And literally it just started with our first battle, like our first battle together. I lost. I think message like right after, just like, hey, what are you better here? And just from there, right? Like you, Ryan, Dylan, you 3 have been such a pillar for me to just grow as a battler. And I know there's a lot I have to get better, and there's a lot of improvements I have to make. But you guys have helped me so much, and I'm grateful for that. So
I will say there's only one thing that I'm mad at you about.
Okay, what's that?
So our first physical meeting was when I was working at my old job at the
Oh my god, I never came.
You never came back.
I never came. All right, chat. For those of you guys who don't know, so there's a market that Mario worked at, and I get my fish fries there, and we saw each other like, oh, this is great, and like, and he would always like put little notes in my fish, great, and he was like, hey, I'm going to be leaving for my actual job, and I prepared a special fish. I'm like, okay, I'll be there. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I drew a barracuda. I drew
God.
like I don't know what I wrote for it. It was like something deep fried barracuda.
Yeah, it
I
was
had a
great.
picture of barracuda in it. And I was like, fuck. And I think that was
Um,
the last night that I worked there too. I fucking hated that place. God.
and I dropped the ball there. So I dropped the ball.
um,
One thing I did not talk about that I wanted to highlight,
yeah.
um, was, and this is gonna have to be in the VOD, just you and me. Like, I'm honestly could end the season happy because I accomplished something that very few, and this is a shout out to Ryan. I got a dub over him, man.
You've done something I could never do.
Isn't that crazy? And like that battle was like, I don't know, that was crazy. That was just a crazy battle. All the love to Ryan, man. But that's that. I mean, I'm very proud of that. That because he is the 2-time, 4-time, 6-time, 8-time GOAT for a reason.
I think it was 13.
Ah, right. My bad. 24. Right. 24.
But with all that being said, we still have a few more weeks of matches. I say a few. It's really just the regular, normal match and then our divisionals. For Death Division, I always say it's going to be up in the air, and I think this is true more than ever. But until then, this has been SPL Special, Episode 2. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I can get a few more interviews in. There may be a more group-based one. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Shout out everyone again for being a part of this league and watching the stuff that I make and just, I don't know, being pretty cool. And I will see you guys in the next episode.